access to advanced military weapons, as well as your own personal suit of power armor. Most importantly, you'd have the Brotherhood at your back, ready to spill its own blood to keep you alive. Offer still stands. Can we count on you?
I'd be honored to join.
I'll follow your lead here, but let's try and keep it light on the zealotry, shall we?
That's what I wanted to hear. Meet me back at the police station, and we'll discuss the details.
Somebody went to a lot of effort to get those out.
glad to see you alive and well, sir.
Are we in luck, sir?
Mission accomplished. We have the transmitter.
Finally, some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Halen, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the Brotherhood. He shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think he has the potential of becoming one of the best.
When do I get to head up to the Pridwin?
Paladin Dance will decide when you're allowed up there. Until then, I'm afraid you're stuck with us.
So you decided to stay, huh? I expected you to take your payment and run.
Are you upset that I'm staying?
Maybe. Got enough trouble stomping muties and ferals. I don't need something else to worry about.
Reese, that's enough. Like it or not, you're going to have to learn to work together. And you need to understand what it means to be a part of the Brotherhood. We're not soldiers of fortune. We're an army, and we've dedicated our lives to uphold a strict code of ethics. If you intend to stay within our ranks, you need to obey our tenets without question.
I was never good at following the rules.
If you intend to stay with us, I expect you to take my advice seriously. I only ask for two things from anyone under my command: honesty and respect. You fall in line, you stay in line. I give you an order, and you follow it. It's as simple as that. There's one last order of business I wanted to get out of the way. I'm going to recommend you to be awarded the rank of Knight. Now, nothing's official until you speak to Elder Maxson, but I wanted you to be the first to know.
Does this mean I'm one of you now?
As far as I'm concerned, yes.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
He doesn't even know what that means, Halen.
Ad Victoriam means to victory. In our eyes, defeat is unacceptable, because we're fighting for the future of mankind. Our rallying cry is more powerful than any weapon you could ever carry. Remember that. Now, I've received orders that we're both to report to the Pridwin. However, if you want to run a few ops for Scribe Halen or Knight Reese first, they could certainly use your assistance. I'll leave the choice up to you. Let me know when you're ready to mount up.
If you're wounded,
Paladin Dance.
I'm
Are you
fully
ready
trained
to
in
head
field
up to
trauma
the ship?
treatment.
Of course I am. I've never seen anything so impressive.
Takes your breath away, doesn't it? We call our ship the Pridwin. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxson's here. And that means we're going to war.
After rolling that thing in, you've certainly started a war.
No one brings that much firepower without plans to use it.
If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. Besides, why should we hold back when we have something like that at our disposal? That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridwin up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Since we're meant to fly, they would have built us with wings.
That minigun is flooded, loaded, and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is fight them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxson will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. They've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on the approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Permission granted. Welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxons approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Lost? Maxon's address is being held up in man.
Duty shift was long, but I'm glad we're making a difference out here. Abomination.
Well, good afternoon to you, too.
Get back here, Initiate. Our debriefing isn't complete.
Captain.
So, you're the one Paladin Dance has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
I think I've already proven that you're wrong.
A Brotherhood soldier earns merit by respecting the ideals created by our Elder, not by simply killing the enemy and following orders. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the... Get back here, Initiate. Our debriefing isn't complete.
Elder Maxon?
Your orders were to speak to Lancer Captain Kells. I suggest you follow them to the letter.
Captain Kells.
So, you're the one Paladin Dance has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission beneath the Commonwealth. there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
If you cared about them, you'd leave them to their own devices.
Leaving them to their own devices is what reduced this metropolis to ruins in the first place. I'm a bit surprised that you don't realize that by now.
You're not gonna convince me you're right.
Yet despite that, Paladin Dan still feels you'd be an asset to the Brotherhood, seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers. You couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
A knight? What is this, the Dark Ages?
Judging from the state of the world, it wouldn't be a stretch to say we're living in that era again. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion cooling feed systems reporting free.
Tighten up the meter.
Split the difference. Congratulations on the promotion.
Got a long list of fixes to get out of this.
You're lucky I don't turn your sin into scrap.
Take some time to familiarize yourself with the ship. Then meet me on the flight deck for the mission.
Trying to minimize reactor jitter. Adjusting compression rate.
Hull plating integrity looks good. No need for adjustments.
Pinging remote units at 30-second intervals as requested.
I believe you're needed elsewhere right now. We can talk later.
Adjusting internal balance and pressure. Green lights across the board. Excuse me, Captain Kells.
I'm busy.
Sir, Proctor
Reactor at 100%.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just... what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing.
All right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiate.
Sure. Anytime.
Ad Victoriam, brother.
I wish there were. But we have no idea how bad the
supposed to
sense
report
is
10
to the
minutes ago.
population.
Can't fix it.
Maxon said we have to take preemptive measures.
You're the one who decided to pick your way through a mire, but it sounds like by
Do
preventing
you
a
believe
war,
synths are
we might be
replacing
starting
humans
another
with
war.
exact duplicates?
I'm not sure I'm okay with
Thanks,
that.
brother. I owe you.
Very fluid. Or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Proctor Ingram, do you have a moment?
It better be important.
Captain Kells would like you to perform a diagnostic on all of the main thrusters. He said that the helm is experiencing a slight drift.
Are you kidding me?
Our vertibird should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
Can do.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner. When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxon and Dance.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one to kick them open.
Going into the Institute alone? Like a suicide mission to me. If you're looking for a way into the Institute, you should talk to Proctor Ingram. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us,
There you
brother.
are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
He sounds pretty delusional to me. You don't actually buy everything he's saying, do you?
You shouldn't judge Maxon on his words alone. His actions prove his sincerity. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along.
Like you and me, until Institute scientists turn them into something else.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're telling me the Institute created those monsters?
I'll go it alone for now, and come find you when I'm ready.
Suit yourself. I'll be in the mess hall if you need me.
Might look the part, but if you ask me, the Institute is the real monster.
I really should have my armor adjusted while I'm here.
Maxon might appear compassionate, but I can assure you, the Institute will face his wrath.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood. Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done. Knight.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving under.
The Fridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
There's Brotherhood, then there's everything else. Nothing in between.
So long as you're carrying it.
Hey,
I'm lit. Listening.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
Don't worry. You'll get used to sleeping comfortably underneath massive containers of highly flammable gas.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
I don't care. I didn't join up to impress everyone.
Alright, easy night. I didn't mean anything by it. Our usual recruits tend to be wastelanders, and you don't look like one of them. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
You should add teaching charm school lessons to the list.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but when you're as busy as I am, there isn't much time for bowing and curtsy. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Come on. If we're going to be working as a team, we should get to know each other better.
I'm not really looking for sympathy. And honestly, I don't know you that well. Maybe some other time. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some... Hey! Walking away like that is just plain rude.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
You must be in there for a reason. Maybe I'll keep my distance.
I'm only having a bit of fun with you, Knight. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head... Where are you off to? Is it something I said?
Proctor Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Not really here to chit-chat. I had orders to meet the crew.
Rules, rules, rules. Everyone around here is so obsessed with the damn rules. I hope you're not another one of those by-the-book military types. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in... It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, then stay away from ferals.
If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant. So you're the new knight I heard about. Glad to have you on the team.
About them getting out if they weren't on the ship. Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you. Feel free to have a look at the specimens.
It's a long way
down. Don't touch anything. Didn't you want to hear about my experiment? Feel free to have a look at the specimen. Didn't you want to hear about my experiment?
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty to report.
I never liked having squires in Lord of Worship, but Maxon thinks they need to train under fire.
I'd gladly lay down my life. It keeps humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
right, all right. Just don't tell anyone, okay? You haven't lived until you've tipped a Brahmin.
Food's not allowed near the instrumentation.
If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word of the Brotherhood across the Commonwealth. The Brotherhood behind us will never fall. Call me old-fashioned, but there's nothing better than being boots on the ground.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off of
Can't
Goodwin's
pick
hull
this.
from the outside.
Station keeping maintained. Thrusters stable.
Now that you've had a chance to roam the prison, get back here on the double.
Excuse me, Captain Kells?
Now that you've had a chance to roam the Pridwin, what do you think, Knight?
She's is very impressive.
Yes. It took the Brotherhood's sharpest minds over 2 years to design, and more than twice that to build.
Time well spent, I'd say.
Indeed. With the Prydwen in our arsenal, we can mobilize our entire division, sending her anywhere that Elder Maxon wishes her to go. Her presence in the Commonwealth ensures that our mission to defeat the Institute will end in victory.
They don't stand a chance.
Amen to that, soldier. In any event, I hope your tour of the Prydwen helped acclimate you to our way of life up here. I think you'll find that the more familiar you become with both her capabilities and her crew, the longer you'll survive as a member of the Brotherhood. You're dismissed, Knight.
When it comes to keeping the Prydwen running, Proctor Ingram's the best.
The aft thrusters are spiking. We'll keep her.
Greetings, Knight.
Center mass. Not everything you need in the wasteland will have all of them.
Why would you bring that synth here? Aren't you afraid it might be a spy?
Heard you got a new assignment.
Yeah, research patrol.
Babysitting field scribe. Prestigious.
Guard duty. Why?
Handgun.
You're kidding.
Shipping out in the next rotation. So I leave a couple of secret people.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated and collected.
There's no time to waste when there's work to be done.
Hey, I'm not.
Finish familiarizing yourself with the Pridwin's personnel. Then leave me on the flight.
Material monitoring active. Looks quiet.
I would advise you to get that thing off my bridge, ASAP.
Well, ain't that a blast from the past?
Stray radio signals keep pinging the array. Gonna try to filter it out.
We're gonna get 3% seeds.